I think businesses have really come to appreciate our different chambers of commerce.
Yeah.
They have been the lifeline, really, for so many of these businesses. And one of those chambers, rather, has been over in our great city of Troy. Because for all of us that live here in Metro Detroit, Troy is the mecca when it comes to shopping and dining. You know, Detroit's getting all the hoopla.
Of course.
You know, Detroit's comeback.
Big city, yeah.
But look, let's just be clear. Detroit does not have Somerset Mall.
It's true. It's very true.
It's not really a mall. It's an experience. It's a collection.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes, it's a collection.
It's not a shopping mall. It is a collection.
It's a collection.
And one of the people that has been helping so many of these businesses keep their doors open has been the president for the and CEO for the Troy Chamber of Commerce. Always great to have our good friend Tara Tomcsik with us here on the MegaCast. Tara, great to have you back with us.
Hi, good to be back.
Are things looking up for so many of the businesses in the city of Troy as we emerge, we hope, from this pandemic?
Well, first, I just wanted to say thank you for calling us the mecca of shopping and dining. I do agree. And yes,
it really
can never be called a mall. It's a collection.
Right. So people, just so you know, like I have family members in Ohio, they come just to go to Somerset, you know, because there is really no other shopping like Somerset in the Metro Detroit, or really within the region. You have to go to Chicago.
Well, and not only that, we've kind of become a really great staycation location. So people come in to shop. We have a very large amount of wonderful hotels that also serve and restaurants. So you can actually come to Troy for a mini vacation of shopping, dining, and exploring the community.
I've been to Somerset around the time those stimulus checks come out, and it's a little bit busy.
Yeah.
Very busy, yes.
But you also wonder, too, like, are they having the same problem getting employees at some of the stores and the shops than the rest of some of the businesses?
Yeah, I mean, the reality of it is that we are really in a staffing crisis. So it is very difficult to get any staff, especially in the hospitality, retail, restaurant sectors. It's been very, very difficult. With minimum wage being what it is, and with the stipends that people are receiving, you truly would have to pay about $16.55 for it to even break even with the stipend cost. So it's a big issue for people who are receiving the stipend to come to work when they would possibly make less. So there's so many issues. And people are saying, oh, it's people are lazy, other things. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who are lazy and don't want to go back to work. That's a whole different category. But childcare has something to play with it. There's still fear going on. There's still a lot of reasons people aren't coming back to work. But we have to find a way to get people to come back to work, or that's where we're going to see the crisis.
And we should understand, too, though, there are so many, elements at play here, as you just mentioned. But the one thing is, if you were sitting at home and you're not taking this time to try to take advantage of some of these programs for free education and this, that, and the other, you're not getting experience or learning a new skill that you could get if you're going to work. So even if you work at a Starbucks or a McDonald's or here, there, and the other, you never know who you are going to meet if you go to work, or what skills you are going to learn. Right?
You're right, though. There's so many new opportunities. This is a perfect time for people to pick a new career path. So if they were not sure about doing this, there's now education areas that you can learn about that new position or find a new role. It's a wonderful time for that.
And it's the people you meet as well.
Yes.
I read a book one time, and it was talking about people that are lucky people. And you're not lucky because you have this brilliant star over you and luck just shines on you. You're lucky because a lot of times you take the time to talk to strangers, and that moment of just that spark of the conversation. You never know what opportunities lay in could be in the person behind you.
I love you saying this, because that really is the pinnacle of chambers. Because chambers are the whole reason to bring people together, connect people to new businesses, help grow businesses by connecting and shopping local and creating partnerships and bonds with companies that you may have never known before. And then also learning more because we have educational programs all the time. So you just defined what we do, and I appreciate that.
Happy to help you out. And with that, can we also talk, because it's been a challenging time for you and your team as well, but do you think coming out of the pandemic, people are going to appreciate the work and the connections that the Chamber provides and really kind of strengthen those relationships?
You know, I think so we're redefining what our vision and our mission is as we speak, because I think this year changed how everyone does business. So for us to just say we bring people together is not really the case anymore. From an appreciation standpoint, I will say we're very heavily appreciated. We're very grateful to our members, but it's nice that they're grateful for us, because I think this year specifically, we spent so much time connecting them to money, connecting them to dollars, helping them understand how to apply for PPP funding, how to apply for grants. We have over 60 nonprofits in our chamber alone, and teaching them, hey, these are grants that you may not know about. I mean, one of our chamber members received over $60,000 literally from an email we sent her. And other, like our hotels and our restaurant partners, being able to say, hey, we'll help you figure out how to do outdoor dining. Like, I think everybody kind of had a smaller team and a smaller staff. So for them to be able to use us as an extension of their team to help them do the dirty work and figure it out, it's been really beneficial. But I think it also is beneficial for our team, because we learned so many new things that we had no knowledge about and found a way to become experts in it. And I'm just super proud to be a part of such a great team.
And so with that as well, what do you think has been one of the best things that you've had to learn that's going to stick with you in the next phase?
Well, a few things. First, I would say trust. I think when you have trust in your team, you know the work is going to get done. And I believe in my team 100%. Not one of them ever faltered. We completely served our members to full capacity, no matter what. But I think the other aspect is this wonderful virtual platform. Sometimes it's difficult for people to come out. Sometimes they don't have the time to get 15 people together to meet you for lunch. Now I have the opportunity to say, hey, just meet me for 15 minutes. We'll do a call. I'll help you through that process. So I will say the virtual environment, although we already have started our face-to-face meetings and we already have in-person events going on, we're not going to lose our virtual options as well. So we can meet people where they are if they want to show up or if they want to stay home.
With that too, I wish I had stock in Zoom before all of this. Never heard of
Don't we
Zoom
all?
before the pandemic. But with that, Tara, just another minute or so with you here on the MegaCast. Any new businesses that are actually going to be opening their doors there in Troy?
Well, on average, I have 2 to 3 ribbon cuttings a week. So that is a very, very long, dragged out list of new businesses. So businesses are still moving into Troy. If you don't mind, if I have 1 second, I'd love to talk about, I actually had a ribbon cutting yesterday. And it was probably the most powerful ribbon cutting I've ever been to. And it was for Beaumont Urgent Care. And I know that sounds silly, but it was all the high C-level regional managers and everyone coming to celebrate this new urgent care for Beaumont opening up. And that was great. And it was exciting to see all these senior leaders in one room. But what was so amazing about it, and literally I might cry because it was so amazing, when we were all leaving, 2 of my teammates left, but in front of us, a giant car accident happened right on DeQuinder. 2 cars, 1 car flew across the street, was in another parking lot. And what I watched was, honestly, the regional medical director, Dr. Sessa, in her heels and beautiful dress to be a part of the ribbon cutting, bolting down the street, making sure she provided the care, even though it was not like a normal time to do so. But when you see all these senior leaders who are there to celebrate a new business opening and them standing by their mission of providing good care, and literally in the middle of the street, moving car parts and holding on to people to make sure they're safe and healthy, and everyone did turn out okay, but it was so inspiring. It was just a moment of saying people practice what they preach, and I think that's consistent with a lot of our businesses, is that when you believe in a mission and you believe in what you do it in heels, you do it in sweats, you figure it out, and you make it happen. And it was just such a wonderful thing to see that they really did care, and everyone was safe, but it was a scary situation that was also inspiring.
And in that, it's always about the moment of gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. We are so lucky to be here in our area, and we're so lucky to have people such as yourself in the chambers here to help us navigate the COVID-19 pandemic. Tara Tomcsik with us, President and CEO for the Troy Chamber of Commerce. Always great having you on the show. And can we say thank you again for all of your help with so many of our businesses over the past year?